We're going to start with 4 big deep breaths, taking them in through your nose, out through your mouth. Number 1, lifting it all the way up. Exhale, fold it forward. Number 2. And out. One minute from you. And relax. Lovely. Standing it up. Pull the shoulders back, chest lifted. Finish up to the neck. Feel that energy gently transfer from one side over to the other. Lovely. Hold yourself to one side. Circle around the ankle. And change direction. She's back. Hi, Andrew. Lovely. Just join when you're ready, and then circle around the other ankle. And change direction. Lovely. Legs once, lifting it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back. 5, 4. Squeeze the butt. 3, 2, 1. Love. Switch hands together. Like lift it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Nice, lovely. Rolling around the shoulders. Lovely. Take it a little bit bigger, leading with the elbows. Lovely. Just the shoulders rolling forwards. Lovely. Forward swimming. Good. Reach arms up nice and high. Take one arm forward, one arm back. Good. Change direction. Other one back, other one forwards. Lovely. And then shaking it all out. Now soft knees, wrap yourself around. We're going to twist in the back, we're stopping on. Your fingers. Lovely. And then from here, everything from hips down, stay still. Just twisting the upper body. Keeping your hips square to the front. Perfect. Everything from shoulders down, stay still, just moving the head to right. Lovely. And then sky to the floor. Lovely. And then ear to shoulder. Taking it up and over to the other side. Up and over. Up and over. Lovely. And then from here, take your ear to the shoulder and get the back to the shoulder. And again, bring it back down. Just rocking yourself backwards and forwards. Front center. Perfect. And then taking it up all the way back up. Lovely. So put your shoulders up to the ears and then pushing them down. Lift it up, push it down. Lift it up, push it down. Lift it up, push it down. Double time. Lovely. Palms up to the sky. Opening it out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. The chest. And then round and separate the shoulder blades. And open. And round. And open. And round. And open. This one will be rounded up. Into the fingers. Keep your arms in like a beach ball kind of shape. Pull on the arms to separate the shoulder blades and look down. Lovely. Lift the hands in, lift the fingers at the back. Pull the shoulders down and lift the arms up. Lovely. And we're going to fold ourselves over and half. Take the hands up over the top of your head. Lovely. Take the hands, bend the knees, roll. Excellent. Lovely. One tip, and we can take off my top where the layer is. You want it just above your tummy button where your hand comes in. And you take your elbow in, your hand out, take it behind your head, and take your hand up and over. If you've got ponytail, imagine you flicking your ponytail. In, out, behind, up, over. In, out, behind, up, over. In, out, behind, up, over. Lovely. Switch over to the other side, taking it in, out, behind, up, over. In, out, behind, up, over. In, out, behind, up, over. One more on this side. Up, Head over. Whoop. Touching the ceiling. Touching the lights anyway. Lovely. Taking the two together, taking it in. Definitely disco now. It's going round with the challenge. Two together, taking it in, out. Behind, up, over. In, out. Behind, up, over. Behind one. Out. Behind, up, over. Lovely. Give them a little shake. And then taking the hips from side to side. Lovely. Circling around the wrists. Taking it all the way up to the top. And down the middle. When you get to the bottom, change direction, take it back up. And down the middle. Lovely. In, swing the fingers. Snaky, snaky. And change direction. Lovely. Give them a little shake. Folding yourself forward. Hands come down. And taking it back up again. Lovely. Bending the knees, pelvis tucks under, squeeze the tush, and then taking it back. Under and squeeze and taking it back. Under and squeeze and taking it back. And we're going to circle it all the way round. Good. And change direction, other way. Beautiful. Lifting yourself all the way up. Fold yourself forward. Hands come down, feet nice and wide. And we're going to bend one knee. And then straighten that knee and bend the other. Just taking it up and over, up and over. Good. Easing into the stretch on the inner thigh. And then from here, we're going to take it through the middle. So like a little crab. If anyone wishes to, you're welcome to take your hands up. Keep that chest lifted and your hips low. Or keep your hands on the floor, whichever suits you and your body today. Lovely. Excellent. Hold yourself to one side. Flex up that foot. And we're going to roll ourselves around to a lunge position. Hips up and down. Good. Pushing out from that, take yourself into your standing lunge. Balance. Find your balance. Reach the hands up. Tuck under. Push down into the hips. Lovely. Reach all the way forward. Chest squeeze on. Hands frame your front foot. And we're going to lower the back knee down to the floor. Lovely. From here, you might want to shuffle your front foot a little bit further forward. And then from here, we're going to straighten that front leg and then rebend. And then straighten and rebend. And just doing this in your own time. Good. Your leg might not go fully straight away. Just building it up. Lovely. Lifting yourself upright. Straighten out that front leg. Flex up your front foot. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, forward. Lovely. Feeling the stretch all down the back of this front leg. We're going to squeeze your quad to make sure it's as straight as possible. Big deep breath in here. Exhale out. Exhale, fold it forward. This time I want you to squeeze your quad and push your ankle into the floor. So pushing it down through the floor. Hold it down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good work, guys. Plant that foot down and then transition it through into your low lunge, down into your hips. Good. Lovely. I'm going to either side of your front foot, and we're going to circle our hips around. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. 2 hands to the inside of your front foot. Tuck your toe under at the back. Push your hips up. Take yourself square on. Scoot yourself over to the other side. Flex up that foot. Roll yourself round to an lunge position on the other side. And just gently taking the hips up and down. Lovely. From here, push through that front leg. Take yourself into a standing lunge. Find that balance. Reach the hands up. Pelvis tucks under. Push down into the hips. Good. Reach all the way forward. Chest squeeze on. Hands frame your front foot. Lower your back knee down. So maybe a little reshuffle forward with that front foot if you need it. And then from here, we're straightening, rebending. Straightening, rebending. And again, look, we're able to go pretty straight away. Just easing into the leg. Good. That's it. Last one. Take yourself upright, straightening out that front leg, flexing up your front foot. Big deep breath in. Exhale, pull it forward. Lovely. Really squeezing your quad to make sure it's as straight as you can possibly make that. Lovely. Another big deep breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. This time we're going to squeeze the quad and push our ankle into the floor. Push me down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Lovely. Plant that foot down. Transition your way through into your loaders. Pushing down into your head. Woo. Hands come. 2 hands either side of your foot. And we're going to circle it around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. 2 hands come to the inside of your front foot. You're going to bring the weight into your back knee and circle your way around. So you land on all fours. Just have a little reach and pull if you need to. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Pelvis tucks under, round the back. Separate your down to your lovely. And then out the other way. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently back. And then tuck the tailbone under again, round the back. Separate the shoulder blades. Feel like you're pulling your tummy muscles up into the spine. And then open out the other way. Imagine you're trying to get your tailbone to reach the top of your head. And then we're going to roll the rib cage around in a circle. Lovely. Change direction. Good. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under, push into your hands, bring your butt back over your feet, and then straighten your legs. So you're landing in downward dog. So pushing the armpits towards your feet, and then bending one knee at a time. Lovely. Fabulous. From here, what I want you to do is keep your knees bent. I want you to try and get your armpits to push, like you're pushing through your back to your armpits. Lovely. Fabulous. And then walking your hands in towards your feet. Have a little rest here. Soften the knees. Oh. Good. Really nice. We're really nice and warm. Fabulous. Let me just grab myself a little swing. And can you hear me yet? Can you hear me? Not yet, I don't think. Oh, bless her cottons. Let me see if she's messaged. Double check speakers. Hopefully she can hear. We'll crack on as if she can. Hopefully she can one day. If not right now. Okay, so we're going to just do our abs. So loads of our upside down work is all about the strength in our core. So I really want us to focus on some core strength exercises. And the first one I'm going to do is a classic favourite, but we're like scissor legs. So, oh, I've turned the music off. Let me turn the music back on. You can hear it. There we go. Okay, so we're here. Pop yourself up onto your elbows. And then take your legs up into the sky. And we're going to do our little scissor kicks. So taking one leg either side of the other. And then taking it all the way down. Hovering it as low as possible to the floor. And then taking it back up again. Lovely. Taking it back down. Excellent. Taking it back up. One more. Down. And up. Lovely. Come on, guys. So what I'm going to do from here is we're going to take ourselves gradually to our dish position. But take your feet onto the floor, lie yourself down. Your knees are facing up with your feet are planted on the floor. And then what I'm going to do is think about tilting the pelvis under. So I'm immediately going to be pushing my lower back into the floor. So I want it my lower back pushing in, my pelvis under. And I should feel, if you put your hand just above your pubic bone, that should feel like it's really tense there. That's where we're wanting to be doing the workout. From here, we're going to lift our shoulders and our head off the floor. And you can bring your hands directly next to you so your feet are so that your fingers are pointing towards your feet. And then what I want us to do is lift our feet off the floor. Okay, so it will just be a little bit more strain in your tummy. And from here, we might be able to take them up a little bit higher. And then if this feels okay, we can take our legs a little bit further away and see if we can get them all the way to straight. But the moment that your lower back leaves the floor, to return it to where it was before. So just taking it and finding that space for you. If straight legs is fine, take them as low as you possibly can. Keeping your lower back pushing into the floor. Just hold it there for as long as you can. I've just seen I've got a little message. Charlie, Becky, might be worth unmuting and unmuting everyone. Oh, good idea. Thank you, Shalali. Oh, Rhiannon's still on mute. Can everyone hear me okay? Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Give me a hello.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, we hear you.
Excellent. We can hear. Everyone can hear. Excellent. That's really good. Patricia, I can't hear or see you. I hope you can. I hope you're following okay. I've just assumed you didn't want to put your video on today, but hopefully you're okay. Could you feel that in your abs?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, we're going to go again, and I want us to this time see if we can take our arms above us, and I'm going to just talk through each of the stages. But the moment your lower back lifts off the floor, take it back a level, because then that's going to be working your back and not your abs, and I want you to be really working on all the core muscles for this exercise. So I'm going to go through it again. So I'm going to step down. I tilt my pelvis under, my lower back is pushing into the floor, and making sure that just above my pubic bone, that feels nice and tough, because that's where my muscles are going to be engaged. I take my shoulders and my hand and my head off the floor and bring my arms in, so my fingers are facing towards my toes. You might find it easier if you bring your hands across your chest. That's another option for you as well. And then we're going to lift our feet off the floor, keeping your lower back engaged and pushing into the floor, keeping your tummy nice and tight. Take your feet up so that your feet are in line with your knees. And then you're going to take your feet away from you. The moment that your lower back wants to come off the floor, take it back a little bit. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale. Let's see if we can take it out a little bit. But if you can take out with a straight leg, I want you to keep the lower back pushing to the floor. Pelvis is tucked under. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Phew! Excellent day. If you could take your oh, I feel like I need to stretch. Sorry then. If you feel, oh, Patricia's here with us. Hello. Have you been with us all the time? I couldn't hear you before, but you're all okay?
Yeah, we're good. I just turned the camera on.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, so I'm going to do the same exercise again. So you're going to get into my position, but this time you've got the option to take your arms above your head. But it's so important to keep pushing your lower back into the floor. That is the crucial move. That means that your tummy is going to be activated. So let's do one more time, and then we're going to try and hold it for 12 seconds. We'll see how we get on. We'll do our best. Take yourself into your position. And feet are on the floor. Tilt the pelvis under. Push the lower back in. Make sure your tummy's nice and tight. Shoulders and head comes off the floor. Hands come down across your chest to start with. Feet off the floor. Knees coming up, and then try and straighten your legs out if you can. Then keeping your tummy engaged, keep your pushing your lower back in. See if you can take your hands above your head. Keep pushing it, hold it here for 12. 11, tight butt cheeks. 9, 8, everything's tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! I hope you could feel that as much as I can feel it. Oh my God. Very quiet for me. Good, really good work. So that exercise is so helpful for any invert. So one, really good for our general core that we might need for pole, but also excellent for all of our handstands and our headstand practices, which is what we're moving on to now. So I wanted to start with our headstands. Because we've done headstands in pole classes, we should feel fairly okay with it, but we normally have a pole. We don't this time. You are welcome to use a sofa or a wall if you prefer. But for some of you, I want you to just give that a little try of getting the balance without an object. So you're doing it in the middle of the floor. So I'm just going to go through how I would normally teach it as if I have a pole with me. But this one's going to be a pole. I like to insulate my thickness. Floor. My elbows, so my elbows are inside of my shoulders. So I don't have them out. I have my elbows in, and then I put my head down on my forearm. So my head doesn't actually go on the pocket, it goes on the forearm. It's kind of like here. Okay? So hands in, elbows in, then bring my head down. And then from here, tuck your toes under. And then so what you can do is kind of like curl your butt up over your shoulders and see if you can just take your feet and then back down. So you just see if you can kick it up, and maybe you might be able to balance it, bringing your foot up over the top of your shoulder, okay? And taking it back down. If you're going to start rolling over, don't take your legs straight. Just start it with them in a tuck, because it's way easier to control. If you feel comfortable with that, I want you to try to take it up with a straddle position instead. So I'm going to do it this way round, so it's my butt to begin with. But head in position before, tuck your toes under, and then I take my feet wide. And then that means I might be able to take my butt a little bit higher, and then from there I can see if I can come up from like so, and take it back down through. So we can either try taking it up into a tuck or taking it up through straddle. I'm going to come and have a little watch and see how you're all doing. Good, nice, lovely, Joe. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, get them hips a touch higher. You're about less than an inch off your balancing point, Joe. So just take your butt a little bit higher and know that you've got your cushions there to then fall onto if you do go over.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a good idea.
Oh, Patrice.
Sorry, Kitty.
The cat's joining us. Yes, that's nice, Shalali. Good. You've got this, Shalali. You've got this. There's a whole new scary motion when you've not got a wall or pole behind you. Yes, Rhiannon, she's up. Excellent. Lovely, Patricia. Oh, yes, with a fan team as well. Lovely, Patrice. Andrew, you're so close. You're so close. I'd recommend, Andrew, do pop yourself close to a wall, because I think your fear of falling over is stopping you from pushing your butt up high enough. So maybe try it against a wall so that you feel a little bit more confident. Yes, darling, she's up. Good, really good, Angie, really good. Hold it in that tuck. Don't worry about taking it straight yet, because once you just got that balance, that's when you can then feel really good and controlled with that before you then start adding extra limbs moving out. Patrice, my darling, I would like you to try pulling up and out through pike position, because you've got such a solid headstand going up and out. Then I want you to take it into a little bit more of a challenge. Everyone is welcome to do this, but I feel like you're all getting stuck in with your own things anyway. But if you would like it to be more of a challenge, you can take it through pike. This is where your feet are together, your legs are straight, and you take it up and down. I will show you what it looks like. Feel free to play with it, but I know that I can also see that you're all working on your balance, whereas Patricia's got that balance. So I want to just give her something extra. And so this way, Patrice, hopefully when I roll over. So I've got my head down, and then I keep my feet together, and then take it up from there. Okay, and then I come back down. So my legs are together as one. They are straight, and you're taking them up and down. It's quite a bit harder, but I do think it's a nice little extra challenge. Yes, Rhiannon's going to give it a try. Good. Yes, yes, Patricia. Yes, 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 yes. I can feel your abs crunching your legs up there, and that's really nice. It is. It's a whole new level, isn't it? It takes it down into your bottom of your core muscles. It starts to engage the ones just here. So yeah, they're a little bit tougher, but they are looking good. Yes, Shalali. Yeah, oh, she's so close. She's so close. Shalali, don't think about taking your legs straight. Think about keeping it in a tuck for as long as you can. It is a little bit more challenging keeping it in a tuck, nice, Andrew, but it will ultimately mean that you start to work on just your balance. And then once you've got your balance, then you can add your legs and your fancy bits with legs straight and all of that jazz. It's a whole new skill learning it without something behind you. Yes, Joe, yes, yes, yes. What's yours? I want you to think about the angle of your pelvis when you're in it. So at the moment, your pelvis is under because your legs are Then try and push your butt back. So it's not necessarily a bigger kick, but when you've kicked your feet up, take your pelvis into either a neutral or a backward position, so it brings the weight up, because you're so close. You're literally like touching the balancing point, but it just keeps knocking you back down. And I think the tilt of the pelvis might just help get you in that balance. I'm going to try and show you what I mean in the headstand, but hopefully that has explained it a bit. But when I am here, if I'm tilting up, if I'm keeping my pelvis under, I want my feet on the ground. Whereas if I take it up and then take my pelvis back, then my pelvis comes up. So I'm just, it's that change of my pelvis. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then push your pelvis under. Try stopping it back to neutral back. It's tough, but I think that might just be that little bit that you need. And really pushing with your elbows into the floor to help stop you feel like you're, because pushing in with your hands and pushing with your elbows can then take that balance. I'm going to get you guys to do it one more time, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yes, Anjo, she's up, she's balancing. Yes! Oh, Jo, she's so close. I just want to go behind you and just be like, so close. We'll keep on practicing this and hopefully we'll get it. Rhiannon, excellent. Straight legs as well. Boom. Lovely. Good. Really nice. Patricia, look at this. Look at her go. She's getting in the zone with the negatives.
I'm going to try one more. I'm going to see if I can do it slowly.
Yeah. Nice, Patrice. Really good. Look at that. Excellent. Really nice. Patrice, try and control it when you come down as well. She's in a collapse. She's collapsed on the floor. I'll take that. I want you to, when we practice it again, I want you to focus on coming down as slow as possible. In fact, this is a rule for you all. The more often we practice coming down nice and controlled, it will be building our muscles to help us come back up stronger the next time we try it. So every time you're coming, if you've gotten up, come down as slow and controlled as possible. It will help you massively. Okay, headstands done. I want us to now work on a little bit of prep for our handstands. So if you have a wall or a sofa, that will be really advantageous right now. What I'm going to get us to do, I'm going to move my screen. Everything all over the shop. I think I've got my computer all tangled up in the chair. There we go. Right. And my wall. Hopefully you can see me. Like so. Okay, great. So what I want us to do is our wall walks. So the wall is behind me. If you've got a sofa, also fine. The sofa is behind you. I will demo it as well as like, and this is kind of like a sofa thing. I take off all the chairs. What I want us to do is take our hands down underneath us, and they're going to be directly underneath my shoulders. Okay. You want to have your hands as widely spread. You've got a slight softness in your fingers, so they're not rock solid straight. There's a slight softness, and this is so you can push into the ground with your fingertips and your thumb tips. So I'm pushing into the ground here. And some people, some handstand gurus swear by the fact that they prefer having their forefinger facing like 12 o'clock, so straight in front. So instead of having it like normal, they have their forefinger facing forward. For me personally, I haven't noticed that it's made a huge difference, but by all means try it, because if it's worked for others, it will work for more, and that might include yourself. And that if that helps, then obviously that's all really good. So hands come down, they are directly under your shoulders, okay? And then from here, you're going to push up with our feet and take yourself into downward dog. Okay? I want you to, instead of being full downward dog, bring your shoulders so that they're above your wrists, And then from here, see if you can take your foot up, up, down, down. Okay, so I'm just lifting one foot up, other foot up, down, down. So I will be just testing how my shoulders and how my wrists feel in this position where I'm applying more pressure. Joe, that looks bloody marvellous, darling. Bloody marvellous. Woo! If you come on a sofa, so if I just move this round, this is my swivel chair. Down. It's slightly less intense because let me move that back that way because when my feet are higher up the wall, it's more challenging. But you all seem to be having a wall, and that's doing. Yes, Shalali, look at you go! Excellent day. Oh, and she's already taking it to the next step. Okay, I'm going to shuffle you sideways here, so hopefully you can see nice and clearly the next step. Okay, so if you have felt comfortable with that, if not, feel free to keep practicing, taking it up and down, bringing more weight into your hands. But if that feels fine, then you can start walking closer to the wall. So I take my hands in, same as I did before. My hands are direct, my wrists are directly underneath my shoulders, pushing up into my downward dog. Then I take my foot onto the wall, push myself up, and instead of coming back down, I can either have a good old stretch by bringing my feet parallel and just holding that position there, so I'm in like a right angle, or if I feel comfortable, I can walk my hands closer to the wall until my chest hits the wall, and then I can be in a nice straight position. Okay, and then toes go back under, and then walk myself back out. So you want to feel, if you feel confident with it, you want to feel like your chest can touch the wall. Now this might feel like you're going to go a little bit over, so don't take it so that your wrists are directly next to the wall. I just have my chest next to the wall if I feel confident taking it to that level. Yes, Rhiannon, look at you go. Oh, now I can't tell who's Rhiannon and who's not. Good, lovely, Patricia, gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Yes, Shalali, really nice. Oh, the dream, the dream. Really nice, Patrice. Lovely, Joe. Look at that. I'm gobsmacked. That's amazing. We were worrying about handstands, and no need to. That's really, really good, guys. Really nice. I cannot recommend enough. If you ever decide, all right, I'm going to do some handstand practice, I'm going to, I don't know, decide I'm going to do it every day for the next 14 days or whatever it is that you might be setting yourself mini challenges, do the dish position. So the position that we did beforehand when we're here, hold that for 30, well, start at 15, take it up to 30 seconds, 60 seconds before you do your handstands, because it is the same position that you want to be holding when you're in a handstand. I know it sounds like we're almost in a banana shape, and when you see people in a handstand, they do look fully straight, but honestly, you have that pelvis tucked under, and that makes all the difference. So I'm going to try it one more time with you guys. If I get you all do it at the same time, and then take a little screenshot, and then we'll have everyone upside down. And then have a little picture where everyone's in the position rather than some people, which is what I got told off by Rushana yesterday for. So yeah, so feel free to just have another little practice. When you are getting fully straight, think about tilting your pelvis under, thinking about squeezing your butt. Every muscle in a handstand, every muscle is tense. Your butt cheeks are squeezing tight, your abs are tight, your shoulders are pushing away. I'm not bringing my shoulders down, I'm pushing my hands into the floor. So I'm kind of like in this position when I'm in a handstand. Push, 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 push. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, everybody up! Sorry, Patricia, you went a little bit early. No, everyone else. So you're just going to have to... She's up, we're up, we're up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. You can come down whenever you're ready. I think I got it. I think I do. Fingers crossed. I'm just going to pop that in paint so that I can save my screenshot. Oh, I think I've lost you, Andrew. I think you came down just as I bloody pressed it. My apologies. We'll have to do the next one. Okay, so in our final 10 minutes, I want us to work on our chin stands. Now, we did a bit of this in yesterday's session, so apologies if we're repeating it and you're not loving it, but hopefully it'll just mean that you can get better at it, or just have another little go if you didn't. So when we are in a chin stand, let me just move you guys back. You want to have some form of sofa behind you when we first start doing our chin stands. It makes it slightly easier. So I'm going to bring my sofa into play. I take my hands, and they come underneath me. Now, I keep them quite low, so they're almost directly underneath just underneath my belly button, so kind of like lower abdomen. And then I bring my elbows in. My elbows will tuck into, they're pretty much pushing in where my ovaries are. So it's right next to my hip bone. That's how I'm pushing in. So I'm making a shelf for my body on my upper arms. Very similar feeling. You know when we do our flag, like a hot flag, and bring my elbow in. Same feeling. Okay. So because it's a chin stand, we're going to put our weight in our chin as well. So when you're putting your chin down, I want you to look ahead. So I bring my hands in, I bring my elbows in, and I bring my chin down, and I look forward. You might get a little carpet burn, depending. So from here, take one leg up, right now here, onto the back of the leg, take your weight down, and hold it. Take it like that. So to begin with, sorry if you can't hear me, I'm like muffling into the floor. Yes, that looks good, Shalali, but bring your elbows further in so that you're going to be putting your weight in your elbows. Yes, Andrew. Go through it again. I can't hear you. Watch me doing it again. I think that's what you mean. I'm going to do it again, and then hopefully if it's not that, you can just let me know. So I'm going to show you as well when I don't use the sofa and I just lift up. So I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks to get my legs higher. So hands come in, they go slightly out, and then elbows in, chin forward, look down, and then lift my legs up. And come down. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Carpet fluff in my mouth. So you can either take your feet onto the sofa, or if it feels okay, squeeze your butt, take them all the way up and over. Yes, lovely, Shalali. Lovely, Patricia. Look, you go. Yes, get up. Really nice, darling. Squeeze your butt cheeks, and then your legs can come higher up at the back. Yes, really nice, Patrice. I feel like you're having to maneuver around a furniture at the same time, so that's quite a skill, you know. Yes. Yes, Andrew, lovely. Bring your elbows in slightly more. So I kind of really lean all of my weight on my elbows and my chin. My elbows tuck right into next to my hip bone. They're kind of on the inside of my hip bone. I'll do it one more time, and hopefully just by seeing it, it will help make a bit more sense. So, hands in. So my hands are slightly out, so it's out. In down. Yes, Rhiannon. Really nice, girl. Really good. I'm getting a bruise on my chin. That was really good. Perfect. Joe, how are you doing, darling?
I don't seem to be able to get my elbows to actually get anywhere. Like, they'll come to my tummy, but they don't go anywhere near my hips. I don't know if that's just, like,
try bringing your hands lower.
Here. Oh wait, hold on. Look, when I it only goes to my tummy, and my hip bone is here.
Okay.
It's
Can
like,
you take your hands lower, so you kind of like pull your shoulder down? So instead of hands here, bring your hands here. And really round the back. Oh. I'm feeling a little bit like T-Rex in those positions.
I mean, I can get my feet on the sofa and do it, but then I don't really feel like I'm doing anything.
Same.
Joe, did you try this one with when me and Grimshaw did our
yeah, but I was in a position kind of like I think, was it something like I was on my tiptoes and the arse was there.
Okay, and now you're taking it up to the next level, and you're like, well, this doesn't feel like it's even working. So I guess that's massive progress in itself.
Like that, basically.
Are you isolating with anyone?
No, I was with Mike at the weekend, but I had to come home because of Kitty. I couldn't leave her by herself for like 3 weeks.
Kitty can't isolate on her own. Bless her.
Bless her.
If your mum is around, because I know she's next door to you, it might be worth trying it and getting her to hold your hips. So she takes the weight of your hips, and then you can then lift your legs up. Same for yourself, Shalali. Get your mum to hold your hips. So if say I was doing the chin stand the same way that I've just been doing it again and again. So my butt is here, my head is here. Get them to come this side of you and to hold your hips and beat your hips. Squeeze your butt, see if you can take your legs off, and then try and get that balancing point. Because I actually think it's just once you've got the end position, you'll then be like, yeah, right, actually, I just want to bring the elbow in a bit more, and then I'll feel it. I wonder whether that will make a difference. So get them to get involved and give them a little chore, give them a job if you want to re-practice it. But we will be doing it. I'm going to practice headstands, handstands, chin stands, all sorts of luscious upside-downy stuff.
Otherwise, sorry, you know, like we just did the wall walk. Did I do a wall walk, but go all the way, and then see if I can lower my...
Yes, you can, but bloody hell is that hard work, and you might risk face planting.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, cool. I'll get my mum and my sister to hold it. I'll give it a go tomorrow morning when I go around there for a bit of a call.
Yeah, cool. Give it a try, see how you get on. But as I said, if you have a perfect voice, we're doing this again and again every week, so then you can start to feel having a bit of a practice with it. As you know, with pole, you don't get a move straight away. Sometimes it does do a few times to start to feel like, yeah, I feel comfortable with this. So we'll do it every day, and then let's see where we're at in 4 weeks' time. We might all have our chin stand absolutely solidly. I hope so anyway. I'm going to give you some homework as well. I'm going to pop this on the group chat on my Instagram one, just because we're doing more headstand and handstand and basically wrist-based exercises where a lot of our working our wrists. So I want to just do a little exercise. I want to do this at least 20 times a day. It does look a little bit dodgy, so do bear with us. But you take your, it's called the dart throwing exercise. You take your hand, you take your finger and thumb, and you pinch them together like you're about to throw a dart. Then I want you to be, I'm going to show it this way round. I want you to be super conscious of where your wrist is. So I want you to have a straight wrist. This is where your hand is in line with your wrist. So it's not slightly further back, it's not slightly further forward, it's in line, it feels straight. Okay, from here, you're going to tend to throw the dart. This is where it looks a bit dodgy. I'm sorry. Think of darts, guys, think of darts. But you're then going to rock it backwards and forwards 20 times. I know. I said to the physio, this looks like something awful. I can't do this in public. But we're in the privacy of our homes, so we might as well. So keeping your wrist in line. I'll show you down and up and down. Lovely. 20 times with one wrist, 20 times with the other. Have a little rest, do another 20, do another 20. You want it? This will be basically all of our little muscles in our wrists. Rhiannon's having a giggle over this. I hope it's because you've got a filthy mind. So all of your muscles in your wrist, they're all quite tiny muscles, and this helps to strengthen your muscles in the right position. So it's just a little exercise. There are quite a few other exercises, but they often you need things like resistance bands to do other kind of exercises, but this one you don't need any bands or anything like that. If anyone does have bands, you know, like these physio bands, if anyone does have them at home, then let me know. Show you ones for them, but these in the meantime will be fabulous at strengthening your wrist and keeping it in a strong position, in the right position. When you do it, it's really easy for you to be like, right, I'll just do it when I'm watching TV, and off you go, and you look like you're just abusing the rest of your family. But really focus when you're doing it so that your wrist stays straight. And eventually, if you do quite a few, it might start aching your wrist. That is brilliant. You want to start feeling like your muscles are getting strained. No, not strained, but worked so that they can look in their strength. So that's your homework for you. If you've got free time, I know some of you are like, I haven't got free time to do homework, Becky B. I've got enough on my plate now. I've got my full-time job and I'm now homeschooling. But I know some of you have free time, so if you do and you would like to use it, then that's what you can do. My loves, it's been a pleasure. I will see you again soon. Again, as always, if you're having a tough day or you're just feeling overwhelmed or good, or maybe you just want to have a chat, feel free to reach out. I'm here. I can just quickly go for a little walk, having just 10 minutes just to listen to whatever you might be on your mind, because we're taking on such a big role for a lot of you are, and it's just nice to just have that little release or 10 minutes just to be like, I'm finding this really difficult and this and this, and it's just nice to have that outlet. So if you do need me, call me. I'm here to support you as best way as I can. So I will see you in the next class, or come and join me live at 9 AM every weekday morning. I'm doing my journaling method. So yeah, so feel free to come and join me that, so we help build a nice strong mindset. Take care, guys. See you.
Bye, Becky.
Bye.
Bye.